let's get into it. Way of the Hunter. Let's jump right into it, not waste any time. Let's get some first impressions on this hyper-realistic hunting simulation game. I'm just gonna throw myself into a party just in case friends want to join me and everything. Just in case people want to talk, you know. But hyper-realistic hunting simulator. THQ Nordic, the same publishers that helped make Call of the Wild come to console. And we are huge fans of Call of the Wild. Absolutely love that game. So you're going to hear me compare this game a lot to Call of the Wild as we get through our first impressions of the game here. Game looks beautiful so far. That is a monstrous buck, and give me a rifle right now. There's our Jeep. We get Jeeps in this game. Call of the Wild, we only had four-wheelers. I wish they would have added more vehicles to Call of the Wild.
Wallace Elliott Little speaking.
Hey, Grandpa. I'm getting closer to the lodge. Your phone magically erased all the contacts again?
River. Nurse Ellen was helping me with it, but she said she doesn't know how these old-fashioned phones work.
I'll help you with it when you return.
Oh, I'm so grateful you decided to help me with the Bear Den Ranch. Competition is growing every day.
Ethically hunted meat with government inspection? Sounds like a pretty niche market.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. But the demand is rising every day. And with the hoax about the disease spreading...
What? I can't hear you.
River, can you hear me? Better now?
Yep, way better.
The service in the valley is really bad, so I'll make it quick. I've sent you a package a day ago, but I'm not sure when it will arrive. Just make yourself at home and maybe greet your old friend Echo. You know, it's been a while.
Oh God, I forgot about her. How long has it been?
10 years. I hope you didn't forget the keys.
Oh God, I did. What should I do?
Don't worry. The spare is in the usual spot.
Jeep sounds pretty good.
All right, I'm here. I'll call you later. And be nice to the nurses.
But tell them to be nice to me. I'm always a gentleman. And kiddo, or I guess I should start calling you River now. Welcome to the Nez Perce Valley.
Sorry guys, I just wasn't trying to talk over the introduction there, but yeah. This game looks great so far. So it looks like we're taking over for Grandpa on the hunting reserve. Hold start for objectives. Doesn't look like we have any objectives right now. Y for hunter sense. Move around with the left stick. Click it down to move faster. A to jump. Yeah, we know all that stuff. That's all pretty standard gaming. Looks like hunter sense is toggle. Alright, well let's go see, let's go do a little look around in the lodge.
Oh, forgot the key. Spare
Bears
must
in
be
the
in the mailbox.
Okay.
Thank God we have a trustworthy mailman. It's been a long time since I was here.
So this is our hunting lodge where we can store trophies. Looks like we already have a trophy here. Must be one of Grandpa's. That is a very non-typical rack. I like that. Put Grandpa's old rifle from the firearms safe. Okay, we get a 30-30 to start out. With a sight. Start out with 150 coins, that's not a lot. First gun to unlock is pretty standard for hunting games. 243. You have 7mm weight. Okay, another 243. 223. 308. That's what I hunt with in real life. So I definitely want to get that unlocked. 300. 22. 338 Lapua. Okay. Got Grandpappy's old rifle. That's what I started hunting with when I was 12-year-old. I had a 30-30 lever action Winchester. Used that for a long time. Another 22. Let me start getting into shotguns. 12 gauge, 16 gauge, 20 gauge. Alright. We can sleep. We have a few different options for cars. So we have the green one has doors on, blue one's no doors with the bull bar on the front. Then the yellow one. Not bad, not bad. What gear do we get? Okay, we have some binoculars. No calls as of yet. Okay, I don't know why you'd ever want a red dot, but I respect it. So we got a 2x7 scope to start. It's better than what I had on my 30-30 when I started hunting. I just had a straight 4-power scope on it. So I'll take a 2x7. And then boundaries. Looks like we have to buy extra hunting spots. Alright. Press up on the D-pad for firearm, left for gear, right for binoculars. Alright. Reach the northwest balcony on the second floor. Alright. Ups we go. Line our binoculars. Left trigger. Up and down to zoom. Yeah, this doesn't have any zoom. This is starter binoculars. Got a bridge down there.
See you soon, Echo.
Alright. It's just teaching us the basics. We have lots of stands in here for taxidermy, which I am down for. It's gonna be fun filling this place with trophies. Just like Country Called Wild.
You've discovered Nez Perce Valley grassland habitat. Open country for beginners and seasoned veterans alike. The meadows serve as prime feeding areas for both pheasants and badgers. Undisturbed grasslands with tall grass have the potential to hold a lot of small but also some bigger game.
Alright, so it might be smart to get a shotgun early on if there's going to be badgers and pheasants. I want to ride around the green one. Yeah, you know what? Drive around the green one. This is what I'm curious about.
The right turn.
Press X or lead by press B, accelerate with right trigger, left stick to steer, use your handbrake. Alright. Curious how this handles, because if you've ever played Call of the Wild, the four-wheelers are terrible handling in that game. So I'm very curious on how these are going to handle. And honestly, so far, they handle pretty good. As I almost rolled you. Looks like we have lights and a horn. Not sure why you'd ever want to use the horn. Spook all the animals. I'm not gonna dive too far into the missions after we get this like initial one out of the way.
There's the bridge.
Vehicle health. The car is very useful, but not indestructible, so drive safely. Okay.
Now to the left.
So we gotta make sure we're not destroying our vehicle. Take our first turn on the right.
Let's leave the car here.
You want me to get out? Alright. Don't ask me why I hit the horn. Let's just not talk about it. I hit the wrong button. After I just said, why would you ever use the horn? You know, I decided to hit the horn. Running seems kind of a little bouncy. Hold on. Do we have motion blur on? I swear, if there's motion blur on in this game already, I'm going to lose my mind. Also, we want to be on Imperial, not Metric. 24 hours to 12 hours doesn't really matter to me, honestly. I'll put it on 12. It's probably just easier for people. Head bobbing. Yeah, we might want to turn that down. Everything's on toggle, which is fine. Massage. Have fun. True. I'm gonna turn head bobbing down a little bit because that's just gonna make me sick if I have to keep watching my guy bounce up and down that many times. Does look like it was motion blur, but I didn't see a setting to turn it off, unless I'm just blind. It's very well could be. Let's pull my rifle out. Pappy's 30-30 here. Reach the ladder, climb to the top. Bet. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil too much of the initial quest line. I just want to, you know, get through this stuff, get down to the nitty gritty of the hunting, explore the actual, like, trophy ratings. I've heard a lot of good things. I want to put them to the test for myself. Check out this climbing animation, see what that looks like. It's honestly pretty smooth. Hunter Call of the Wild, there was no climbing animation, you just teleported to the top. Read Echo. What the hell? Ahoy, we a pirate? Ahoy, mateys.
Long time no see, my friend.
Did we really just yell to ourselves? That's our old friend, is ourself? Okay. You know what? I'm not going to judge. Alright, open map with select. Pretty basic, pretty standard. Fast travel to the range. Thought we were actually going to meet somebody. Alright, left and right on the D-pad. Press an old left bumper. To stabilize my zoom. So our zoom is toggle. That changes our zeroing. Up and down the zoom. So that's supposed to be what, 50 yards? 100 yards? So the lowest we can go down to is just that.
Inside. Vitals hit. That would be a good shot.
I know, I'm cracked. Zero your rifle for a 164. Lower best shot, learn to. Yeah. I know where the organs are. Hit a deer target in the vital zones. Hit the target marked at 164. So you want me to hit this one out here, right? That'd be real.
Franco wants to keep his shooting skills sharp, but 200 yards is way too far for a safety shot.
What do you mean that's too far for a safe shot?
Looks like there's a note over there.
It looks like I hit it to me, but you know. Extra reload. Oh, that reload animation is beautiful.
Hey, Wallace, don't forget to take care of the badgers wreaking havoc behind the lodge. Sincerely, myself. You forgetful geezer.
Enter the hunting stand near the Badger Calamity. I just want to get this tutorial stuff out of the way. Probably should have did this all off camera, that way you guys didn't have to deal with the boring tutorial, but I wanted to give you all first impressions for not just Twitch, YouTube also. So far the game looks absolutely beautiful. I want to get into the leveling system eventually when we're done with this tutorial too. Look at how our perks are set up and everything. See how the perk tree varies from what Hunter Call of the Wild was. Because again, I'm going to compare this to Hunter Call of the Wild again and again. What's up, little dudes? Probably supposed to shoot them in the face, but we got to climb the ladder first, or it probably won't count. Should probably change my zeroing back too.
So many burrows. That's unusual.
Jesus.
Definitely overpopulated in this area.
badgers everywhere. First of all, we should probably change our zeroing back. Beautiful. First thing I notice, which is one, going to make this harder than Under Call of the Wild, which is a good thing in my opinion, is there's not tracks all over my screen glowing literally everywhere. He did drop a dookie after I, kind of shot him. Blood's pink, medium amount of blood, has air bubbles, so air bubbles means we had to hit him in the lung. And yes indeed we did. Right lung, left lung. That is so cool. I like the screen where we get like the point of impact. Just above the heart. Or just in front of the heart, I should say. If we'd have been back further, we'd have taken him through the heart too. We get to sell him or taxidermy him. 10% genetic code, no trophy rating. It's adult, 10 pounds. We wasted 0.1 pounds of meat. Not bad. Okay, so you want me to murder more badgers? I respect it. God, what is my sensitivity? It needs to get turned up, that's for sure. I can't even turn as fast as the badger can run if I hold my breath. Alright, we'll go back up in the stand. But we definitely need to turn sensitivity up. I can't even keep up with a badger running. I don't like how it makes me look at the sky. Okay, my gun just shot automatically. I respect it. Hello, gun. I'm not even touching my trigger right now. It's just blasting. I respect it. I respect everything about that. I'm gonna be real, I didn't even notice those burrows a minute ago. I do respect my gun just, shooting for fun. Definitely seen a badger over there. There's one there as well. Pretty sure I just hit him in the stomach. That was not a good shot. But, let's go track it. Let's go see how the tracking is in this game. Without the light up footprints that make the game on easy mode. Let's do a little bit more realism here. Because let's face it, when you're out in the wild, real life, it's not going to be glowing footprints that just point out where everything is for you. Now, the game does have the hunter sense for you, but you have to be standing still for that. It doesn't seem like even the hunter sense really, truly helps you out that much. Alright, there's where we shot it. Clear blood. It's red, so we didn't hit no lungs this time. They skedaddled up this way. And there he is. Yeah, it was a terrible shot, but doesn't matter. We got what we needed to get. Buy the Remington 783 bolt action rifle, which is more suitable for deer hunting. Any news on the day one patch? Honestly, I don't know. I didn't have early access to it, so I don't know what changed from early access to the patch. I'm sure I could look up the patch notes. Seems to run smooth, but I haven't tried multiplayer. That's probably where the problems are going to exist, because early Call of the Wild multiplayer was a buggy mess. That's normally where the games run into problems, is multiplayer. That's what breaks the game. Early Call of the Wild, when I would play with people, I would be tracking deer, and I would see the deer tracks, and they would see like bear footprints or moose footprints, and it just didn't sync up at all. Players wouldn't be where their arrows actually said they were. So multiplayer is probably where we'll run into all the glitches. Alright, it wants us to buy a rifle. It wants us to buy the Remington 783. And we just come over here and equip that. So our secondary, we'll put the deer rifle in our primary. Just gonna use the same scope. But I can look up patch notes real quick. You would think mostly they probably just patched just connectivity issues, probably with multiplayer. Yeah, I'm not seeing any patch notes. Maybe they didn't change anything. I tried to steer clear of all the other people that were playing in early access.
I shouldn't use this bad boy for more than 120 yards.
Don't tell me what to do, Mr. Hunter Man. If I want to use it for 300 yards, I'll use it for 300 yards. Okay? You don't know me. Reach the upper grasslands. Okay, so we're going down here. Could take the Jeep, but I'm just gonna walk. We'll play with the Jeep later. Because I'm sure the vehicles scare the animals away, just like they did in Call of the Wild. They make a crap ton of noise. So we got wind direction, and wind is not in our favor at the moment. I thought it was an antler shedding there for a minute. Hear my kids running around out there like little monsters. This kind of sucks. We had bad wind for going down this way, but what are you gonna do? ETs, what ETs? Is that a turkey or a pheasant? It sounded almost like a turkey. Something over there. It might be a pheasant. Just sounded weird. Sounded off at the beginning there when I first started. It's definitely not a turkey. I'm gonna head towards that hunting stand. Let's just go down this way anyways, so.
Better stay low, move quietly, and glass for animals from behind cover.
Either some mule deer or a white-tailed deer. When you're tracking an animal to run, it's the easiest way to
I
spook
remember when
them.
we couldn't tell the difference between a white-tailed deer and a mule deer. Grandpa used to tease me about it. Let's see if I haven't forgotten all those hunting lessons from Grandpa.
Alright, so if we hit our hunting sense while we're in our binoculars, we can see all the info on the deer. So we got a couple of females and we got a couple of class 2 bucks. That one's mature, mature. Alright, they're all mature. Oh, we do have one closer. That one's just an adult 1-star. So I might take the adult 1-star, and here's my reasoning. In this game, whatever you hunt affects what's gonna be around. Oh, there's a crap ton in there. There's a young male. Based on what you kill, so if I kill like a big trophy mature buck, and he's got like 90% gene rating, he's not gonna reproduce, and he's not gonna make more trophy bucks. But if I shoot the low class deer, just the crappy ones, he's not that far away. I could probably get a decent shot on him. Or this one. That one probably too. I could probably hard shot that one up the front. But anyways, yeah. So what you leave alive, oops, is what you're going to let repopulate. So you want to kind of take, at the start, take down the lesser ones. So that should be our wounded buck right there. He's not looking too hot. And he's donezo. So we'll look at him in a minute. I'm gonna go, you know, look at the shot over here, look at the bubbles. Screw it, we'll just pick him. Okay. Apparently he's not done, he just decided to lay down. Alright, well, we'll get back to tracking him in a minute. Deer over there playing possum, I respect it. I want to try to find where I shot him and see how good of a shot it was. It looked pretty clean. Should have definitely lunged him. If not double lunged him. Yeah, we got Pink Floyd. He's definitely long shot. Air bubbles. Distance before expiration, 54 yards. Yeah, he's in rough shape. He's not gonna go very far. But yeah, we wanna kill the young bucks that don't have good genes. You got crappy little scrub racks, and we want to kind of purge them. Also take out a few of the females because you don't want too high of a ratio to female to male. And just kind of let the older bucks with the bigger racks, the better genes, do their thing. Populate, die of old age. Maybe take them after they've had a chance to do their job. There he is. I was gonna say he shouldn't have gotten far. I know there's a photo mode. I'm not 100% sure how to use it. And he's not that big of a deer to actually want to take a photo of anyways. We did end up double lunging him. I love this screen. 142 yard shot, not bad. Yeah, see here, his genes are only 62.49% for his genetic code. So he's not a great buck, but he's not a terrible buck. It's only a 1-star trophy rating. He's an adult, so we could have let him grow until he was mature, and maybe he'd had a little better rack. Maybe he'd have made it to a 2-star. But that probably would have been it. So taking him down isn't going to hurt the population. It's actually going to help it. Those older bucks, the 2-stars that we left alone, the 2-star matures, maybe they have better genes. So maybe they repopulate, and they give us some higher quality bucks. And that is tutorial complete. Accept the new restaurant order from your grandfather's computer lodge. Well, we might as well just go back and grab the order, because why the heck not? Unless we have deer in the area here somewhere. But we probably spooked him out of here. We'll just fast travel back and do that real quick. Because I guess the storyline is that your grandfather owns a restaurant, and the hunting lodge supplies the restaurant with food. So it's our job to get food for the restaurant. Then I made General Tusso's chicken, but with pheasant meat. Yeah, I respect it. But I'm not hunting pheasant anytime soon.
This reminds me when Grandpa went for a pheasant hunt and forgot to take a shotgun.
I'd equip a shotgun. Probably don't have the money for that. I actually do have the money for that. That also means I have to get rid of Grandpappy's 30-30. I guess we'll throw it on there. If we see pheasants, we'll do it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to just look for the pheasants. Also, what time? What day is it? It's noon. Not terrible. I'm gonna just head straight down the hill. I don't see anything, we'll follow the river down that way. I don't know how far our boundaries go, because from what we've seen, you have to purchase other hunting areas. So I'm not sure how far we can actually go. But I guess we'll test that out as we're moving around today. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything down there. That's fine, we'll still head down to the water and then we will. Yeah, pushing that way is gonna suck though. Our fucking scent's blowing that way. Wish that was not the case. Tried to avoid all spoilers for this game. Oh yeah, something I said we were going to look at, by the way, was the perk system. So, bold action. Hold breath increases by 25%. We need to hit lung, heart, or artery 10 times with a bold action. Okay. %, less slay, less recoil, ADS speed, faster rechambering, breath refills faster. Looks like it's the same thing for lever actions and the same thing for shotguns, probably. Alright. Hiker, 15% less noise when moving upright. 15% less visible when you're upright. So 15 big game animals, which do not pick up the player's scent. Okay, we're gonna need to do that one. That'll reduce our scent. Drive around. Sell 10 called in animals, okay. Alright, so we need to just travel on foot, hit vitals with all the different rifle types, lever actions, bolt actions, break action, shotguns, call in animals, which we don't start with any callers, so we will eventually have to buy some. Oh, we have some deer. Got a mature mule deer. And we got a whole herd of them here moving in. Alright. Now our character gave us a little hint that we shouldn't take a shot with this 243 over 120 yards. I don't personally hunt with a 243 IRL. I started hunting with a 30-30 and now I hunt with a 308. Not a fan of anything under a 30 caliber because 30 calibers just go right through brush. They're not affected as much by brush. So I don't particularly like 222s, 223s, 243s, all those. That's where I hunt. There is a lot of brush that the deer can get back into. So I prefer to use 30 calibers. I don't know if they're sensing my movement or if they're just calling out. I don't think they're sensing me. They could be though. It doesn't look like I've spooked them at all. I got some nice mule deer. They're only about 100 120 yards out. So I could definitely take a shot on them. So if they stop, we just might do that. Want him with his head down, but again, 243 and brush don't mix. Not shooting him when he's on the other side of that brush. Oh, he's moving again. Oh, don't walk in behind the others. Why? Why you gotta do that to me? At about 130 yards right now. Maybe sneak up here a little bit. I don't want to get too close. So obviously I don't want to spook them. Unfortunately, our boat went behind the thing while I was messing around. Went behind the rest of the deer. I could shoot at him while it's moving. It's not exactly recommended. Should have taken the shot. Everything in me was screaming, pull that trigger. If I had a 30 caliber, I would have. I just don't trust the 243, man. I've wounded too many animals in Hunter Call of the Wild with this terrible thing. And again, I don't use it in IRL, so. What do we got here? Some mule deer tracks. We have a game trail going through here. Is this a bedding area? Eating often, okay. So right down from the lodge we do have a feed zone where they eat often. Probably pushing my luck getting too close here, but yeah, I think they moved on. Nope, they're still there. They're just unfortunately through the weeds. They're kind of looking away from me now. We may have missed our opportunity by being too hesitant with this rifle. That buck knows something's up. He 100% knows something's up. Just look at him staring me down. Yeah, I think that's why they're moving. They're getting skittish. Still take the shot, screw it. We definitely hit him. We've seen him buckle, so we got to see the animation for them flinching. You can hear the twigs snapping as they run through the trees over there. That's wild. It's crazy. I can still hear him breaking through the bushes over there. I think we shot a little high. I might have hit him lungs, but I definitely was kind of high on his back. Where did we actually hit him, though, is the question. He was near the water. He's through these bushes. He definitely tensed up, so we know we hit him. Alright, we got some blood here. I don't think this is where we shot him, because I wouldn't have a line of sight here. Oh, this is where we hit him. Yeah, no lungs. That's what I figured. We hit him high. And we know they went across. Didn't want to take the shot, but I was getting antsy. Now it's just the point of finding their blood when we get across the river here. Which may be easier said than done. Again, the hunter sense does not really help you with finding blood. It's just purely like an information thing. We're kinda on our own in the blood hunt here. Should have probably put a marker where he ran across the water. Probably would have been smart in hindsight. I know they came through these trees. It's just a matter of finding his blood in these trees. Might go back to the water and try to see exactly where he came across. And then try to follow him that way. Okay, gun. I respect you just shooting instantly as soon as I ADS. Is that like a known bug or something? Like, that's multiple times now this gun is just shot. Fingers not touching the trigger whatsoever. So I don't think, I don't even know if console got early access to this game, to be perfectly honest. I know the PC did, but I don't know if console did. Sorry guys, cleaning my monitor. It's a dirty boy. I noticed a spot on it and it was driving me nuts. Let's go back over here. See if we can find the blood where they crossed the river. I'm not 100% where they came across. I was watching, but I wasn't really watching. Yeah, you feel me? I don't want to leave a wounded animal out there. Let's go back over here where we shot him originally. Actually, take our time. Am I tripping, or was the blood not like right there? Oh, we might be all turned around, not yet. This might be a lost cause now. I thought the blood was like right around here. Unless it despawns after so long. I swear it was like right around here. That would be kind of dumb if the blood despawned after a certain amount of time. On an active animal that you haven't harvested yet. Alright, we're gonna call that one a lost cause because I can't find the original blood. And I'm almost positive it was right here. It wasn't that far out. They were right here in these trees. And I found the blood before I went across that way. That's just a mule deer drinking zone. Yeah, it was definitely right here. Right here's even their tracks. Well, that sucks. That was a shot I didn't want to take in the first place, and I probably shouldn't have. That one's on me. Wild duck. Eat rarely. Okay, they rarely eat there. Definitely gotta figure out why my gun's randomly shooting though, too. So I'd rather it not randomly blast. See the deer laying over there anywhere. That is unfortunate. I don't like to wound animals and then let them get away. I did know walking into this it was going to be more hard and more realistic than Hunter Call the Wild. Which I am totally down for and welcoming. I like them, a sense, just blowing directly the way I want to go. On whitetail and mule deer. There's not really much I can do about it, honestly. I am at the mercy of the wind. And the wind is not being my friend right now. It's being a big bully. Why do I feel so short in this game, man? Feels like I'm like 2 feet off the ground. Like I feel like I'm at like the POV of my waist. Like there's no way this bush is like 6 foot tall. This bush just feels like it should be like a 3 foot tall bush, and that's all the taller I am. I'm not crouched. Like it's just all the taller I am. Feel mad short for no reason. I want to get over to that deer stand. Seems like a decent place to hunt, even though I kind of spooked this area earlier. But I did chase those other mule deer when my gun went off down this way. My gun just decided it was going to blast all on its own. So anyways, it started blasting. We need our exercise in this game anyways. We need to walk and not use the vehicles, which is why I'm not using the vehicles yet. Thought those 2 bushes were deer, I ain't gonna lie. When you're back like this, they kinda look like animals. Because we need those perks to go up. And those perks want me to walk. I do like that we actually get a ladder animation in this game. Don't you call the wild, you just walk up to the stand and just boom, you're teleported to the top. Do like that we actually get an animation for going up and down. Why does my turning feel so slow? Feels a little better. Alright, so we can ping with the right bumper when we're in our binoculars. And I'm not seeing anything as far as the eye can see down this way. Maybe we'll go up north? Honestly don't know what's up that way and how far we can go. I don't know what our boundaries are yet. But I guess there's only one way to find out. Make sure we're not going to spook anything before we head back up that way. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Is it? I don't know if this is just our boundary here, or if this is just the area we're in. So we got Rivermouth down here. We have a lodge over here. We have a lodge up here. Lodge over there. A lodge there. So maybe this is all our area, just these two. And then this is probably a new area you buy. Guess we'll find out. I'm sure it'll give us some type of warning, right? If we're not allowed to hunt there. I'll get fined if we shoot an animal there or something. Guess we'll figure it out. I will be the guinea pig. I will find out for us, as if it is in fact illegal to just go hunt wherever I feel like. I'll learn so you guys don't have to. There's our Jeep over there. We could go grab that and just drive up north. I just don't want to spook all the animals away. I'm sure that thing probably has a pretty big noise radius. It's anything like Call of the Wild when you jumped in a four-wheeler, man. It was... Your whole screen lit up with calls. I can only imagine how bad it's gonna be driving a loud Jeep around. We do need to figure out our boundaries. Maybe we'll take the Jeep, do a little run up north, see how far up north we can go before we hit our can't hunt here wall. Just makes me want to grab a fishing pole. Cannot wait till Call of the Wild the Angler comes out as well. That is the end of the month on PC, I believe, 31st. Another outdoor game, simulation game I'm definitely anticipating. Yeah, look at it. Look at our noise. The noise we're making on the map. How you get early access, brother? This isn't early access. They released today at 9 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, which is where I'm located. This is full release. Game released today. Wish I got early access, but I am not a big enough streamer for that. Getting scammed doesn't come out for 2 hours on PC? That's crazy. I thought they all released the same for console, PC, all that. Whoops, wrong button again. So used to other games where you get in and out using X. Now that's my horn in this game. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe it would release later on PC. Normally PC gets everything before console. Normally we're the ones waiting. Can't even preload it? That's wild. I had this... I pre-ordered it, and then I had it pre-downloaded last night. And I was hoping it was a midnight release, like some games are, but unfortunately it was not. When I looked it up, it said 9 a.m. For my time zone, anyways, it was 9 a.m. Yeah, unfortunately, my Twitch and my YouTube are not big enough and important enough to get early access. One day. One day. We'll get there. We'll get there, boys. We'll get there. We'll be important one day. Okay, we do have a deer out there 500 yards out. Easy shot. Easy. Easy with a 243. That's light work. Well, let's try to scoot our butt up there. At least we have the wind in our favor. That's wild. I can't believe that PC doesn't have it out yet. Could be your time zone, honestly. I don't know what the other releases were. Did you play Hunter Call the Wild? I have probably 700 hours played Hunter Call the Wild. Absolutely love that game. But I wanted something... This is what I wanted Hunter Call the Wild to be. I wanted a game that was a little more difficult. Because, let's face it, with all the glowing... Like, Hunter Call the Wild, all I would see right now would be glowing footprints. So I wanted something a little more difficult. So I'm glad this game came out. Hoping for something more realistic. Well, that's definitely what this is. Because if you don't keep track of where you shot the animal... I already lost one deer that I hit a bad shot on. I shot a little high on its back. Just sit in the same spot and kill stuff over and over and all the while. Yeah. Call the Wild's like an arcade hunter. And this is more... This is getting more into the realism side of it. So 1-star, 2-star, 3-star whitetail. That's our first 3-star we've seen. But again, I don't know if I want to kill the big trophies yet. I kind of want them to populate my map. I want to take out the young, crappy gened ones. Hoping Call of the Wild, the angler was good. Yeah, unfortunately, it releases on PC on the 31st, and console they don't know yet. Which I have my stream PC, which is more than capable of handling Call of the Wild. Because I have a 3060 Ti in there, like, the thing's a beast. So I could stream on it and play on that PC at the same time. But all my friends are on console, which is why I stick on to you. Call of the Wild was originally the same. Yeah. That's why I couldn't believe, like, when you came in here and you said that you had 2-hour wait on PC, I was like, that's crazy. PC gets everything first. It's normally like we get it 2-3 months down the line after you guys get the release. Like, if it wasn't for THQ Nordic, we would have never got Call of the Wild on console in the first place. And then THQ made this game as well, helped publish this game. Usually on the PlayStation gets stuff early, like COD, they'll get 1 week early access. Yeah, that's because they signed a deal with Call of Duty. But Xbox should have it. This should be the last COD that I think Sony gets early access to. And then Xbox bought Activision, so Xbox should have early access after that. Xbox and PC. Even though Sony is throwing an absolute fit about them wanting to put Call of Duty onto Game Pass. They are not happy about that. I want that buck in the rear to stop, but he's going to walk behind the dough. Come on. Come on, buddy. Stop for me. Come on. No, don't go behind the dough. That's disappointing. But this game, you need to make your shots count. Way more than Call of the Wild, because you get paid based on the weight of the animal and the amount of meat you get out of the animal. Crap, I must have spooked them. They must have seen me moving. But you get paid based on the weight of the animal and how much meat you waste. So you want to shoot them in the heart and lungs. You want to go for a good shot. And this 243 is, well, it's a 243. It's not a very good starter weapon. It's like the bare minimum for killing whitetail and mule deer. Sounds good, didn't really look into it that much, just the explanation trailer they released. Pretty much the same, I tried to stay away from spoilers. As much as I possibly could. And with everybody getting early access and playing it, and it popping up in my Twitter feed and my YouTube recommended because of all the Hunter Call of the Wild videos I watched. It was getting to me. I was fighting real hard to keep away from... Oh, we spooked something over there. I didn't even know there was deer on the left. I didn't even see those guys. See, there are no warning calls now. It's all just you. It's all on you. It's all realism now. It's no, hey, I'm over here. 16 warning calls from a roe deer. Are you playing with the HUD off, like the footprints and stuff? I don't know. There are no footprints. There are no callers. There are no footprints. This is realism. The only way you can see like footprints and tracks is if you, I don't know what the hunter sense is on PC, probably Q or something like that. But you see how it glows, and you can only use your hunter sense when you're sitting still. So I can tell this is a need zone. So if I analyze this here, if it gives me the pop-up again. Yeah, this is a feeding zone. I thought I saw in the trailer they had a glow system you can turn on and off. Yeah, it's just your hunter sense, which is why for me. But the hunter sense doesn't really light up blood trails for you, so you actually have to physically, like, you have to pay attention. And you can only use, like I said, when I'm spamming Y right now, you can't use the hunter sense while moving. So it's only while you're sitting still. But basically the hunter sense is kind of like how we got in Call of the Wild. We got the perks where we could, you know, see the animal's weight when you spotted them and stuff. Like when you saw I was seeing that they were 1-star ratings and stuff, that was me using my hunter sense while ADS. Excited to just walk around chasing trails. Pretty much. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to, like, you can see I have one of the first story mission you get up there in the top corner, but I'm just trying to stay away from it. I don't want to spoil the storyline for people. They can do that themselves. I'll probably do story missions off camera. I know it's probably the fastest way for me to earn cash to unlock the stuff, but honestly not super worried about spoiling stuff for everybody. Cause that'd just be lame. Spent a lot of time on Hunter Classic. Yeah, Hunter Classic's what? It's like 13 or 14 years old now. Man, that game's been out for a long time. And it's still so much fun to go back to that game, too. I see, even if I hit Y, like, use my hunter sense, we know they ran through here, all those deer. But there's no footprints whatsoever. It's much more hardcore than Hunter Call of the Wild, which is kind of a warm welcome, honestly. I like the challenge. I hunt IRL, so this is me going hunting IRL, honestly. Man, see, there's just no footprints. Hunter Call of the Wild, I'd be surrounded by glowing feet everywhere. Yeah, they ran over this way, but that's about all I know. I'm trying to figure out how far these borders go. Because we have to buy passes to like unlock extra areas to hunt. Oh, there they are. Yeah, see, if I use my hunter sense now when I'm like ADS or in my binoculars, I can see the deer and their ratings. That's pretty much all the hunter sense is really used for. Don't know why it's calling that one a female, and it definitely looks like it has antlers. That might need a little work. Alright, it's 2-star male. Now it's picking it up. It's 116 yards. We could definitely take that shot. Whoops, did not mean to stand up. Nailed him. Alright, go down, big guy. Should have definitely been a long shot. It's not doing so hot, Mr. Stark. That was a perfect broadside shot, so we should have definitely hit some vitals. What I would give for my 308 rifle that I hunt IRL, man. Get this 243 out of my hands. And we just gotta find the blood where I actually shot him. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part. Finding blood in green. It's definitely over around these bushes. Because I could just barely see him through the bushes over there. Always wanted to try hunting, but I wouldn't have use for the animal, so I go fishing instead. I do both. I fish for bass and trout. And I hunt whitetail deer. Yeah, we were right over there. So we should have been right around in here. This is my problem IRL too. I blasted a deer and then I'm like, yep. Takes me an hour to figure out where he was actually standing because of all the adrenaline. I'm like, I know he was closer than that. I know he was, and then he really wasn't. Maybe he was back further than I thought. Well, we had whitetail tracks there, by the way. There needs to be an FOV slider on console too, by the way. So that's something I don't think I saw was an FOV slider. But see what I mean about the hunter sense being kind of useless? There's just no glowing blood whatsoever. It's all on you. Which sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. Like right now, where I'm terrible and can't remember where I actually shot him. What in the hell was that? Just roared in my ears. Looks like I'll enjoy the game. I'm enjoying the game. It's pretty fun so far. I just, you know, can't use my brain and remember to put a marker down on where I actually shoot them. But either way, we know he ran out this way. I'm just gonna go try to follow him. We'll find blood on the way, maybe, because we know we hit him. We know he's hurt. And we watched him run out through the trees. I just wish I could have found the blood trail. Oh, well, found him either way. So we didn't get very far. Okay, gun. We just gonna do this? I don't know if this is a glitch with just console or what, but sometimes when I ADS, it just randomly blasts. Not sure why. $116 yards. We just single lunged him and hit the liver as well. Went from having no games I wanted to play to having way too many in like a week. That is a fact. I'll probably still play Call of the Wild the Angler at the end of the month. I'll just buy it on PC and just play it. It's probably my favorite part of this new screen is watching like the bullet trajectory. How you can like fast forward and watch the path of the bullet. We go to the overview and see it has a 64.76% DNA rating. 2-star bug. So we didn't shoot a great buck. But that's fine because we want to kill the crappy ones first, so the really high rating ones, the 90 to 95 percenters, can repopulate the map. That way we have all trophies. We're gonna get rid of these scrubs that are like 40% to like 70% gene rating. And then the animal's weight's 328. We wasted 2.5 pounds. It's not terrible on a 300-pound animal to only lose like 3 pounds. Right now, the white-tailed deer is selling for $1.59 a pound. And we'll sell him up. We know the rest of them ran off in this direction, so we'll just try to sneak out this way. I'm also a big Call of Duty guy, even though the last few. Okay, game. Like, are we just really gonna just keep blasting as soon as I ADS? It's not my controller, because right now I'm spamming right trigger and it's not shooting. Is this just like a console glitch? Can we get this fixed, Hunter? Way of the Hunter? 'Cause that's hurting my soul right now, and it's not letting me reload either because I didn't actually shoot a bullet. It just kind of blasted. Like, hello? Like, is this what we're gonna do all day? Am I gonna have to deal with this all day? This gun just randomly blasting bullets every time I ADS? No? It only does it sometimes? Okay. I respect it. We just won't ADS until we're directly on the animal. Now, what is that? Alright, side note, we gotta do some exploring. We'll figure out what that bug is later. I no longer care about hunting. We're gonna go play in the treehouse. What in the heck is this? Can I open this? Maybe this is a mission thing? Oh, we can actually climb to the treehouse. Best game ever, 10 out of 10. I take everything back about the gun just automatically shooting glitch. I can climb a treehouse. Best game I've ever played. I can go inside said treehouse. Well, it says I can open door, but it doesn't actually open. Never mind. I take it all back. Worst game ever, 0 out of 10. Why? Why do you tease me? You tell me I can open door, but you don't let me open door? I want to play in the treehouse? Please? Would you just crush my hopes and dreams? I just wanted to go inside. Going through a storm of emotions over here. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to go inside the treehouse and play. Hopefully if that ADS thing is just a glitch, it gets fixed rather quickly. So I don't know why it's happening. So I really thought it was my controller, but I can sit there and spam right trigger with a gun out and it does nothing. Alright, we have deer across the river over there. Alright, well that's where we're gonna go then. Oh, did you see that little like animation when I slid there? Okay. That was pretty cool. It's like my guy stumbled there and almost fell down. Got a young male whitetail over there. Kinda far out. Good thing is the wind is blowing complete opposite direction. Bad news is they're kinda staring dead at me. And they're kinda out of range for this 243. This is the same ones we seen earlier, because there's the 3-star male. Which I would love to take the 3-star male out, but I don't want to mess up the population. We can take trophies later, like maybe next week. Because I wanna let the big guys just repopulate and just make me crazy amounts of trophies running all over the map. And they're just hard staring towards me, towards the water, man. And that water is loud. On the belly crawl. I think I just heard a pheasant off to my left. Okay. Don't binoculars when you're belly crawling. I don't know what that was, but that just broke my brain. He's still pretty far out, 170 yards, 160 yards. I could go for that hard shot, man. I'm pretty confident I could hit it. I want to get under the cover of these bushes so they can't see me moving. And get up and crouch so we can get a little closer. Oops, didn't want to stand up. That looked like a beautiful shot. Probably should change my zeroing too. I'm keeping it at 50. I probably should turn it up to what it's supposed to be. I'm taking most of these shots at like 120 to 130. And I'm pretty confident in knowing my bullet drop in games, so I'm not too worried about it. We saw the pink mist fly, so we know we hit him. And indeed we did. We sent it up on the bush. So, yo, let's talk about that though. The blood splatter up on the bush. That is clean. Gonna expire in 50 yards. It's pretty crazy it even tells you like he's not gonna go far. We know he ran out this way. Yep, there's some more blood. Medium amount of blood. I take it he probably continued out this way. Yes, indeed he did. Some more blood. Is there any up on the tree? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that clean, like, up on the bushes and stuff. That realism. That real effects. Because when they're running through here, they're going to get it on the bushes. They're going to get it on the leaves. It's not just going to be on the ground. Alright, did he run over this way? He did indeed. There you can see like some splattered up on the bush there. Can't tell which way he's going here. Just kind of looking for his body, honestly. It should just be laying around here somewhere. If you went from here to here, right? The last blood was like back this way. It was kind of going out at an angle here. Tell you what. Let's just mark that so we know where the last blood is. Let's do this smart. Let's use our low IQ brain. Alright, we got the next one here. Thought that was more blood for a second there. Where did you go after that, my friend? Did you cut out through the field? Yes, you did. You cut over this tree. Cut out over here. Then you went to here. Where'd you go after that, buddy? See, this is what's gonna make this game amazing. Just the realism, the real like having to actually track. Alright, buddy, where'd you go? Where did you go after that? Over here. Boop. And there he is. I think this might have been the 3-star bug, because that is a quite nice rack. I don't know why all of them have their mouth gaping open like that. They will die with their tongues out. Not so much mouth, like just full gaping open like he's screaming. But they definitely will die and their tongues will flop out the side of their mouth. Ooh, we did go back into the intestines. Eee. Don't want to go back into the stomach. And he was our trophy level 3. The guy we did not want to take out. 82%. Yeah. Kind of sucks. At the same time, it is what it is. Wasted 2.5 pounds of meat. That's about the going rate of what we've been losing. Oh crap, we got a trophy. Got our first trophy, it says. Too bad we weren't actually trying to go for trophies. We're trying to help the population have more trophies. That was kind of unfortunate. But he was the one that kind of went broadside for us, you know. Couldn't pass it up. That's our boundary does go a lot farther than I thought it did. I thought this would kind of be our end of our boundary. It does not seem like that's the case. I'm gonna walk around until it yells at me and says, "No, you've been a bad boy, you're not allowed to hunt here." I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I saw a deer over there. That is a young man, female, adult female. Maybe we should take out a female because we're kind of just taking out the bucks at the moment. And that doe knows what's up. She knows we're over here. And she's probably gonna alert the rest of them. Maybe we'll take a female out. Just to be safe. What do we got here? Bedding area? Oh, eating area for a moose. Yeah, we're definitely not ready for moose, but darn, that doe moved. Let's stick with the 109 for now. That was a terrible shot. She moved forward as we pulled the trigger. Well, I guess we're gonna see what happens when you do a terrible shot in this game. She bent forward to eat as we pulled the trigger. That was just not looking forward to see where we hit that one. That looked like an intestine and gut shot. And then probably up into maybe the right lung. Well, for science we needed to do it eventually, right? Because I know based on the bad shots, like if you do gut shot them, you can ruin the meat and then not have any of the meat usable. It would basically just be a waste of an animal and you get paid no money. And there is the blood. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. I will try to track her. See if we can bring her down. She is bleeding decently. We might be able to bring her down. And she's not bleeding that good though. There's some nice deer trails through here. Ooh, black bear trail. Okay. Alright, where'd you go after that, pretty lady? Alright. The last amount of blood we saw was here. Doesn't look like they turned up into the woods. Probably the way they would have went though was up into the woods. Moose eating zone. I'm really worried about moose right now. The 243 is not touching a moose. They're getting pretty far away from where that blood was. In the world did they go after that? You'd think they'd cut back into the trees for cover. And depending on where she shot, she might just bed down. Looks like she goes out this way. Like in the way it's like drove across there. Let's see. It looks like she was running up this way. And then it looks like she turned out either that way. Yep. Looks like they go out into the field here. Just gonna mark this last one we found here. Yeah, it looks like they keep going. Keep going out this way. Don't want to move too fast, because we don't want to miss any blood. Based on the last grass, it looks like they went this way, but no, I'm second guessing myself. Because I'm not seeing blood. I don't see her just laying out here in this field anyway. But we ain't gonna give up on finding her, because I don't really want to let a wounded animal just kind of roam around. So we have blood here. check off this way maybe, because I was walking up on him. Maybe I spooked her over this way. I will say I welcome the new tracking system being this much harder. At the same time, it can be pretty difficult. Depending on the environment. Like all these red weeds, man. That's the realism right there. Red weeds are not easily going to show you blood. And there's a lot of them. Shad dude come down this way. And there's no way she's just stopped bleeding. Not that fast. Honestly, I can't believe she would have went out across an open field either. Most deer, when you shoot at them, are going to go to what's familiar, which is the woods. Not across an open field where you can get another shot at them. We were on a bit of a roll there, too. We were just finding blood spot after blood spot after blood spot, and then we hit a snag. This is a game trail. Maybe they went... That's moose, though. Maybe they went down that way. Judging on blood, they went straight. Because the blood spread that way. But I'm not seeing blood after that. Which is kind of causing some concerns. And these weeds, good luck seeing blood on those red plants. Trying to see if we can see anything out here. Out towards the road, where it would be a little easier to see some blood. But we don't know if they even crossed the road, to be honest. But this would help us eliminate it if they did not. So on these rocks, it should be pretty easy to see blood. I don't see any blood on those rocks or the rocks across the road. Which makes me think she's